Hello everyone, I'm Brian Miller, and this is the NewsNet Weekly Roundup, the weekly show where I break down the biggest news stories out of the Star Wars universe. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell to be notified anytime there's new content. Without further ado, let's get started. It's hard to believe, but Celebration 2023 has already come and gone. The convention was held in London this year and was definitely one for the record books. Kicking off the convention was Lucasfilm's Studio Showcase, where we got updates on projects we already knew about, our first look at others, and announcements surrounding the future of Star Wars film. Andor was the first to be spotlighted during the show, where writer Tony Gilroy referred to Season 2 as the second half of the story. Season 2 is now halfway through filming and is set for a summer 2024 release. Shifting to The Acolyte, showrunner Leslie Headland reveals the show was pitched as Frozen meets Kill Bill, and Kathleen Kennedy explained that 4 episodes were already finished and what she saw floored her. It was also revealed that Jonas Suotamo will be playing a Wookiee Jedi named Kel Naka. The Acolyte will air in 2024. We also got some updates on The Mandalorian from Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. Filoni stated that Season 3 was meant to showcase different perspectives in the Star Wars galaxy, and to show the different perspectives of those directing. It was also clarified that the final 2 episodes of this season will tie together everything in The Mandalorian up to this point and the Book of Boba Fett together into a single point. Some info was also given concerning Skeleton Crew. A behind-the-scenes look at the series was shown to those in attendance, along with the first trailer. It's set to release this year, but no official release date was given. Next, we have Ahsoka. It was hinted at that the highly anticipated show will have a second season. The trailer was released for those in attendance and online. The show will be the spiritual sequel to the beloved Rebels series and will see the return of Lars Mikkelsen as the tactical genius Grand Admiral Thrawn. The release date for the show is set for August 2023. And finally, out of Lucasfilm's showcase panel was the announcement of 3 new Star Wars films in the works, as well as a list of the newly formed quote-unquote ages of the timeline so far, including Dawn of the Jedi, The Old Republic, The High Republic, The Fall of the Jedi, Reign of the Empire, Age of the Rebellion, The New Republic, The Rise of the First Order, and The New Jedi Order. These new films will be set in the past, present, and future of the Star Wars timeline. First up is James Mangold's film taking place 25,000 years before the Skywalker saga, and showing us the discovery of the Force itself and the first Jedi. He described the film as a biblical epic and will have themes that tie back to the time period we're already so familiar with. Next, it was revealed that Dave Filoni will be taking the helm for a film set somewhere between episodes 6 and 7 and will give us the final battle between the New Republic and the Imperial Remnant. This film is the crossover event that was promised by Kathleen Kennedy in 2020, where all of the live-action shows taking place after episode 6 will culminate into one epic story. And finally, Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy will be directing a new film set 15 years after the events of episode 9 and will follow Rey as she strives to rebuild the Jedi Order. Daisy Ridley even made an appearance at the panel, solidifying her place in this project. While no release dates were given during the showcase, the script is said to be about 6 weeks from completion, and it's still expected that Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy's film will release in 2025 or 2026. On a side note, though she had nothing to reveal for it, Kathleen Kennedy also confirmed that Taika Waititi's Star Wars film is still in production and that he is hard at work writing the film. Later in the convention, Kathleen Kennedy also confirmed that every future Star Wars film will indeed have that signature opening crawl. It was blatantly absent from 2016's Rogue One: A Star Wars Story and 2018's Solo: A Star Wars Story. But moving forward, it seems our yellow renegade paragraphs floating randomly in space are here to stay. Several new novels were announced at the convention, so if you're keeping up with everything canon like I do, you've got your work cut out for you. In the realm of the High Republic, the first of the Phase 3 stories were revealed, the phase being titled Trials of the Jedi. Novels include The Eye of Darkness by George Mann, Escape from Valo by Daniel Jose Older and Alyssa Wong, Defy the Storm by Tessa Gratton and Justina Ireland, Temptation of the Force by Tessa Gratton, Beware the Nameless by Zoraida Cordova, Tears of the Nameless by George Mann, Into the Light by Claudia Gray, A Valiant Vow by Justina Ireland, and Trials of the Jedi by Charles Soule. The third phase in the High Republic begins November 14th, 2023. If you're a fan of the anthology series Tales of the Jedi, you're in luck. At the end of the Clone Wars 15-year anniversary panel, it was revealed by Dave Filoni that the series will be getting a second season. Tales of the Jedi was so fun the first time, I decided to do some more. What's become apparent to me is the Jedi have to continue to teach their Padawans, and I have to continue to teach my Padawans in animation, so that Lucasfilm animation can continue to be strong. No more is known about the upcoming season past this announcement, but it is a nice feather in the hat for Dave Filoni. Stay tuned to StarWarsNewsNet.com for when a release date is announced. Hasbro announced several new toys at this year's celebration, including a 6-inch scale Black Series Jabba the Hutt, a new rendition of the 6-inch scale R2-D2, and Luke Skywalker from Return of the Jedi, among many others. But it seems the best reveal out of Hasbro this year is coming in the form of a 3-pack of 6-inch Black Series figures of Anakin Skywalker, Yoda, and Obi-Wan Kenobi's Force Spirits. The figures are up for pre-order exclusively on Hasbro Plus and Shop Disney now. Recently, Star Wars fans were treated to the Season 2 finale of The Bad Batch, where we lost a beloved member of the crew and saw the Bad Batch in an impossible situation. That cliffhanger has many fans wondering just how long the show can run for, and now we have our answer. The Bad Batch has been officially confirmed for a third and final season. While this news isn't shocking, it's still a relief to know that we'll receive some resolution after ending Season 2 on such a dark chapter. Right now, Season 3 is anticipated to release at some point in 2024. The second volume of Star Wars Visions is nearly upon us, and our first ever look at the International Animated Anthology series has finally come. While the first volume was entirely anime-based, the next take on the artistic reimagining of Star Wars will be mostly animated outside of Japan. The series will be made up of 9 shorts made in 9 different countries and cultures. A full trailer for Star Wars Visions Volume 2 was also showcased at the panel. Star Wars Visions Volume 2 is set to arrive on May 4th, 2023. Volume 1 is available to watch exclusively through Disney Plus right now. Wrapping up our Celebration 2023 coverage, it seems only appropriate to end with the announcement of the next Star Wars convention. Celebration 2025 will be held in Japan, marking the second time the convention will be held in Asia. The convention will take place April 18th through the 20th, 2025. Remember, this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the announcements that came out of Celebration this year, so head on over to StarWarsNewsNet.com for more stories and announcements. And that does it for your Newsnet Weekly Roundup this week. All of these stories and more can be found in greater detail on our website, StarWarsNewsNet.com. Don't forget to check back regularly for updates to stories and breaking news out of the Star Wars universe. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel, and be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also follow me on Twitter at BrianMiller1138 and catch me each week on my show, the Star Wars Canon Podcast. Until next time, may the Force be with you.